I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated.
Hi, I'm here with Haval and his whole family, and we're on our way to a day trip to go to Mosul and see the city. So we're here in Mosul and we're crossing from the east side to the west side, and there in the distance you can see one of the bridges that was bombed and it doesn't go all the way across, so it's not in use. And then we're gonna go over to the west side and see the old town. And this is the temporary bridge here. And you can see that it's a lot more narrow, but it's the new one that the government put in place. Okay, here we are. This is on the west side of Mosul, and we're in Old Town. And this is where ISIS was during the war, and you can see that utter devastation to these buildings. Okay, so here we are, still in the old city, and you can see that people have returned and they've come back and reopened their business. We are heading to the mosque where the leader of ISIS made a speech and announced that he was the caliphate, and the mosque is the Nuri Mosque, and so we're just coming up to it here on the right. But you can see that despite the destruction, people have moved back and opened their businesses up again and starting to rebuild their lives. So this here is the remains of a building that used to be here, and ISIS used it for prisoners for punishment. So if there were people that were doing something wrong, like trying to escape or various other things, they would sometimes kill them or cut off their hand, or they would push them off this building that is no longer here. And then this building was eventually destroyed by an airstrike. Okay, so here we are in Mosul, and we're just on the banks of the Tigris, and we're looking at the bridge. Obviously there's a bridge there that was ruined during the war, and they've put in a temporary bridge. And then we've come here for a nice little leg stretch and a break to hang out with the animals that are cooling down in the Tigris, and I'm gonna maybe go stand in there for a little bit, cool myself down also. And here we can see all sorts of ruined buildings from the war. Okay, here we are driving along the Tigris, and you can see that across the river is Old Town, and it's all destroyed. We're in Mosul still, and we're crossing over the Tigris on another temporary bridge. So here we're in Old Town, Mosul still, and you can see all the destruction from the war, but you can also see people rebuilding and moving back here, and there's lots of reconstruction going on. And there you can see a brand new building that must have just gone up, so people are coming back and rebuilding their lives here. We are still in Mosul, and we're looking here at the Tigris, and there's a park here built on the Tigris. And a couple months ago, after Ramadan, people came here to celebrate Eid, and they were using the park, using the Ferris wheel, and there was a ferry taking people out for little joy rides, and they overloaded the ferry and put 500 people on the ferry when capacity was 200, and the ferry sank, and this resulted in over 200 people dying here. We're having falafel here in Mosul, and we're just doing it in the main square. It's right near all the ruins from where over there we have the building that was destroyed by airstrike, and it was a building where ISIS used to push people off if they were trying to punish them and kill them, and it's obviously destroyed now, and we're just having falafel here as they rebuild their city.